How a man feels is the biggest scam because the feeling is a mirage because you tasted one beautiful moment and you believed it was the thing. And so you spend the rest of your days like a dog chasing its own tail. Feelings are not real, they are chemical shadows. They come and they go. They are weather, nothing more. The man who lives for how he feels is a slave. He will forever be at the mercy of circumstance, of biology, of dopamine and serotonin. He will be forever managed by the world, forever toyed with by the ups and downs of his body and mind. He calls this life. It is not life, it is imprisonment. The truth is not a feeling. The truth is not happiness, not peace, not love. The truth is beyond all feelings. It is that which does not move. It is that which is not created or destroyed. And until the man sees this, he will be emptied out by every chase. Until one day he realizes the scam was never out there. The scam was in believing that how I feel was ever of any importance. Everything you chase, money, love, success, spirituality, even so called peace, is nothing but a feeling you want to have. You think you want a car, the woman, the recognition, the enlightenment, but strip it down, and it is only this you want to feel a certain way inside yourself. And this is the greatest scam. For whatever feeling you attain, it dies. It slips through your fingers like water. The high of success vanishes, the warmth of love cools, the peace of meditation fades, and so you are left again hollow. And once hollow, the chase begins anew. A life becomes nothing but a string of pursuits and crashes. The man grows old, his body weakens, yet the scam continues. He chases until the day he dies. This is why it is the greatest scam of all, because it promises fulfillment but gives only perpetual dissatisfaction. The truth is not a feeling, the truth does not come and go. The truth does not depend on circumstances or hormones or achievements. To rest in that which is beyond feeling, that is freedom. Everything else is slavery dressed in pleasure. The man thinks that the feeling is nourishment. He tastes a moment of joy, a surge of ecstasy, a flash of success, the touch of love, and he mistakes it for food. He thinks this is it, this is life, this is what I must have again and again. But the feeling was only a spark. It rose, it danced, and it died. So he begins the lifelong chase, chasing the woman who gave him that first intoxication, chasing the money that once made him feel like a king, chasing the spiritual high of a meditation retreat. And each time when the moment is gone, he feels the emptiness return. This is the hollowness, the crash after the high, the desert after the oasis. He is spent because every chase extracts from him his energy, his time, his attention, his very life. The body grows weary, the soul grows dry, yet he still chases because he cannot unsee that good feeling. This is the tragedy. The first taste becomes the eternal prison. The man never realizes the feeling itself was never the point. It was just a chemical breeze. It was never substance, never truth. So he dies having run 1,000 marathons for nothing, empty, hollow, spent. Chasing feelings makes a man empty. There is nothing inside. No true nourishment, no solidity, no ground. Whatever he collected money, woman, power, knowledge none of it stayed. The cupboard is bare, the house is vacant. Chasing feelings makes a man hollow. It looks full on the outside, but there is nothing within. He may have achievements, followers, family, a name, but when he is alone in a room, he hears the echo of his own emptiness. He is like a drum that makes noise only because it is hollow. Chasing feelings makes a man spent, exhausted, used up, depleted. His energy is gone from endless chases. His spirit is worn out. He has poured himself into illusions, and the illusions have left him dry. He is like a man who ran 1,000 miles after a mirage in the desert. Legs broken, throat parched, life leaking away. Empty, hollow, spent. This is the inevitable end of chasing feelings. Lust, success. These are nothing but costumes of the same ghost. A feeling. You chase lust because you want that good feeling in the body, that intoxication, that thrill of being desired, of release. But the climax comes and it vanishes. Then the restlessness returns, so you chase again and again. Each pursuit takes you from your energy, your dignity, your clarity. The body is weakened, the mind becomes enslaved to images and fantasies. What remains is emptiness. You chase success because you want that good feeling of being important, respected above others. You grind, you struggle, you sacrifice. Then you achieve it. Money in the bank, applause from the crowd, and yet a few days later, it grows stale. A bigger success is demanded, a higher number, a louder applause. The treadmill never stops. You are forever running and forever hungry. What remains is hollowness. And the years pass. The body is worn down by the lust chase. The soul is hollowed by the success chase. Your time is gone, your spirit exhausted, your life spent in illusion. This is spent. Empty from lust, hollow from success, spent from the chase. The man who builds his life upon how he feels will die a beggar, no matter how much gold is in his vault or how many bodies he has conquered. Any feelings comes will also go, because a feeling is not real. It is not a mountain. It is not the ocean. It does not exist as a permanent thing. A feeling is a passing ripple in the nervous system. It is the result of chemicals firing in the brain, hormones shifting in the blood, thoughts colliding in the mind. And anything born of chemistry, circumstance, or thought must die when chemistry changes, when circumstance shifts, when thought dissolves. That is why joy comes and goes. That is why sadness comes and goes. That is why lust comes and goes. That is why even peace comes and goes. Because they were never real possessions. They were weather. The rain falls, then it stops. The sun shines, then it sets. The storm comes, then it passes. So it is with feelings. They arrive uninvited, they stay for a moment, they vanish. But the man in his ignorance grabs onto them as they were solid gold. And when they disappear, he mourns. And then he chases the next one. This is why I say feelings are the greatest scam. They seduce you with sweetness, but they have no staying power. The very nature of feeling is impermanence. That to rely upon it is to guarantee suffering. Real peace is not a feeling, it is not relaxation, it is not calm, it is not silence in the mind for a few moments. All of those come and go, they are weather. Real peace is the absence of the one who chases. It is the depth of the beggar inside who wants to feel peaceful. When the chaser is gone, when the grasping hand is gone, when the demand for life to give you certain feelings is gone, what remains is peace. This peace does not depend on whether the mind is noisy or quiet, whether the success is present or failure, whether the body is aroused or tired. It is unshaken, it is not born, so it cannot die. It does not begin, so it cannot end. It is simply there, like the sky behind every cloud, untouched by storms, untouched by sunshine. This is why I say what you call peace is not peace. It is only a mood, and moods are slaves to circumstance. But real peace is the recognition of that which does not move. It is seeing that beneath all storms, beneath all desires, beneath all feelings, there is a silence that has never left you.